If you're overwhelmed by planning content, you are in good company, because I literally used to spend hours trying to figure out what I'm posting for the week, what we're posting for our clients, literally every single month. It used to drive me and my team insane, but now I'm literally able to do it within an hour or two. And I'm going to show you guys the exact thought process and things that we use to do this every single month for our clients. That makes things easy and quick, while also retaining the creativeness and the trendiness and leaving space for creativity from month to month. Hey y'all, so if you're new here, I'm Brandy. I am the founder of Engine. We're a marketing agency based out of Washington, DC and Nashville, Tennessee, but we literally serve clients all over the country. And literally for years, our team was making content for clients, posting and coming up with real-time trends every single day. We had videographers at client locations every single day, at restaurants, at schools, at churches, just to get content. And the more that we gave and the more that we poured into getting content, the more our clients wanted, because the stuff actually looked really, really good, which is a great problem to have, right? But as we were moving and grooving and hustling, and people were kind of getting burnt out and things kept needing to be done, it hit me, more content wasn't the win. Smarter content was the win. Conversions was the win. So is this going to actually make our client money? If it's not, we probably shouldn't do it. Or is there another metric that would make sense for us to actually do this? So now we use this system that lets us plan content literally a month prior to the month even starting, which is great because it leaves time for us to make real decisions, like real-time decisions. If a trend happens, oh heck yeah, we can jump on it because content is already planned for the entire month. It's already set, it's already scheduled. And so I'm going to share with you the exact thought process that we use to get there, and even the template that we use in the calendar that we use to actually plan our content. So before we even get into planning content, I want to take you guys through this 3-step process that we do to make sure that our content makes sense, it is on brand, and we have a high probability of having some conversions, having some purchases made from people seeing our content online. The first one is defining your niche. And you hear people throw this word around all the time. Your niche is just the specific people that you are serving. And so my rule of thumb with audiences and niches, people say niches, but I say niche. If I'm butchering it, I don't care. Also, tell me if you guys say niche or niche in the comments. I say niche. But for example, my niche, the people that I serve, I help overwhelmed business owners make marketing make sense. And so my rule of thumb is to always have 2 traits or 2 characteristics. For me, the characteristics of my niche is overwhelmed and business owners, or they're in business or they're in leadership or something like that. If you're like in the skincare industry, you may help busy moms care for their skin. And so we have those 2 traits of that audience. They're busy and they're moms. And so these 2 indicators, and I feel like the more specific that you can get, my rule of thumb is 2, but if you can think of even more things that are specific, it helps you really narrow down, okay, cool. So how do we help these 30-year-old busy moms with young kids? You know, it gets narrower and narrower. How can we help these people in this capacity? Once you're clear on your niche, it makes everything seem more intentional, right? You can speak to very specific things because you know very specific things about your people. 2 are content pillars. And so these are the big groups or the big categories of content that you make that you know that these specific people like and enjoy and find value in. So for example, if you are, I don't know, like a business coach or something, you may have 3 categories or 3 content pillars. 1, mindset, talking about mindset and motivating people. 1 may be educational, you know, making sure that you're educating people on how to do things, different concepts that you've came up with or that you've learned. And 3 may be behind the scenes, but you know that these 3 things are going to resonate with your people because it serves a need. You feel like you are serving them and you're providing value. And that is the purpose of marketing. Marketing is not meant to manipulate people. It is meant to serve people. And 3, I found a friend online. She says that instead of competitor research, she says your niche neighbor. And I just love the connotation of that. I don't like the word competitor because it sounds like we're competing for something. I mean, essentially we are, but in the grand scheme of things, like we're just neighbors. We're trying to serve the same people. Like, heck, let's do this together. Let's partner in some way. So these are your neighbors. Do not be intimidated by them. Make friends with them, network with them, because these businesses with similar audiences you probably can learn from. And honestly, they can probably learn from you too. And so you want to locate these people. And a good way to do this is to go on a social media platform that you know that your audience is on. So for example, these busy moms are probably, you know, in their 30s because they have young kids or something, probably late 20s, early 30s. They're probably on Instagram. So go on Instagram, go on their pages and see what companies they're buying from, see what stuff that they're laughing at in the comments, and go to those business pages and see what they're doing, see what content they're posting, see what type of tone and voice. And this is not not stealing. This is informing you. Like, you know, you need to be aware. Like, you need to be aware of what's going and what's happening in your industry. Because if you stay out of that space, you're going to be left behind because you don't know what's going on. You're just going to be in your bubble. So a good thing to do is to follow those niche neighbors, make friends with them, go out to eat with them, root them on, because you can learn some really valuable things from them. Spot what's working, spot what is tiring, spot what's not working for them, and like, can you do that better? You know, be friendly, but also be intentional. Now, when we establish those top 3 things with our clients, it is literally like a breath of fresh air. Like, I love when I see a client's like, whew, okay, like this is all, like, okay, this is perfect. It should be simple, you know? So when you're jotting these things down, make sure you jot it down in simple words, because if you're investing in content, when I say invest, I mean investing your time in recording content or going out, investing money in equipment, your energy, your emotions, all the things. If you're investing in content, make it make sense, make it worthwhile. And the only way that you can make your content work for you is if you understand your audience, understand what they need, why they need it, and then provide value with your content. That's all we're doing. With marketing, we're providing value with content. And in return, if that person wants it, they will provide value with their dollars. So this is just part 1 of how we plan and post content. Part 2 will be coming soon. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you have a question about content or marketing, drop it in the comments. I actually find this stuff fun, so I will respond to you in the comments. And I will see you guys in part 2 a little later.